everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tamir. I'm currently raiding with Angard on Ragnaros EU. I wrote the Mage guides for Method. They're currently on the website. You can check them out. I've been playing high keys since pretty much Legion, and today I wanted to discuss with you about Mage, specifically Fire in 9.2. Why I think Fire is going to be the best spec in the new upcoming raid. I will give the reasons why I think like that, and we're gonna do some theory crafting together. But now that we got the flexing out of the way, let's talk about some nice stuff. So let's see what we have to deal with the tier set. So this is pretty much the 2-piece and the 4-piece that we're gonna get in 9.2, and there's actually a lot to discuss. So for those of you who didn't play the Rigantoros, the 2-piece is pretty much like the old tier sets from Antoros, from Legion, like increase your combustion by 2 seconds. It doesn't seem like a big issue, but it actually kind of does. And I will explain actually why, because the 2-piece and the 4-piece together, both of them actually working with Sun King's Blessing, our legendary. And I will actually try to explain why it's actually so good as I think, and my thought process behind it. But let's check the 4-piece for a second. So basically, while combustion is active, you burn for 2% of your maximum health every 1 second. That doesn't really matter, like most likely you're gonna be with 4 or 5 healers during the raid. It's like literally neglectable. But the second part is actually what's important for us. So basically, causing your Fire Blast and Phoenix Flames to recharge 100% faster. So for those of you who didn't play during Battle for Azeroth during Season 3 and Season 4 with the essences, this is pretty much the essence that Fire used to run with, called Memory of Lucid Dreams, which basically makes you like a machine gun of your Fire Blast and Phoenix Flames. Phoenix Flames wasn't actually a spell back then, it was pretty much bracers, but you get the point. Now, why the 4-piece is actually so strong for Fire, and I will kinda explain it, and we kinda do some theory crafting together. So basically, right now, generally speaking, without the 4-piece on live servers on 9.1.5, you're pretty much getting like 7, 8, 9 during Bloodlust, maybe 9 Pyroblast in your combustion maximum without PI. Yeah, with this 4-piece right now, you basically like effectively squeezing in twice as many globals, and I'm talking like 16, 17 if you're with PI, maybe 18 Power Blast during your combustion. This is absolutely massive. Like, this makes Fire pretty much the strongest front-loaded spec in the entire game if the patch is not going to change, if the tier set's not going to change, and I hope they won't. So what does it mean, front loaded? Like, a lot of people actually don't really know a lot of meaning, so I will explain it. Front loaded means that basically all your damage is basically locked inside your cooldowns, right? It's not like you're not like a Venture Boomy or like a Shadow Priest or like a Assassination Rogue or anything that kind of needs like ramp damage to get yourself going. Like, Fire is actually pretty unique in that regard. You know, you press combustion, boom, this is your damage. You start rolling, like, and why I think Fire is going to be exceptionally strong, also from testing and from a little bit of research on the fight. They're going to be couple of pretty big DPS checks in the raid, and I think Fire with this 2-piece and 4-piece and combustion and Sun King Blessing together, I think Fire is going to be exceptionally strong. And yeah, we are in for a ride. I can tell you that for sure. I can tell you that Fire is looking extremely promising, and I hope they're not gonna nerf it, because I personally don't even think, like, I see in advance where this is going and where the spec is gonna be with like max scaling, but I don't think Blizzard is actually realizing where it's going to be, and yeah, I don't know. Let's hope that we keep it that way. So I didn't really want to make this like an official guide, but I will talk about some stuff that you actually need to know and you might need to consider. So regarding Covenants, they're introducing 2 legendaries in 9.2, and this is actually putting us in a kinda in a weird spot. So we're gonna have our legendaries and we're gonna have Covenant legendaries that we're gonna play with together. Currently, Night Fae is not looking extremely promising unless they're gonna do some tuning with this legendary. This legendary is kinda in an awkward spot. I'm not really entirely sure about this one, but generally speaking, unless something will change, we are most likely going to play Ventir with the Sinful Delight. This legendary, this probably what we gonna end up playing, just because it has really strong synergy with Combustion, refreshing and refounding Fire Blast, and yeah, it is very likely that we're gonna play Ventir in 9.2. So make sure that you have this legendary and make sure your Ventir is maxed. So regarding that, I actually wanna talk with you about some numbers and stuff. This is basically from testing, from the second boss that we're testing. Don't look at numbers because currently Demologs are completely broken and their 4-piece is doing way more damage than what they should. But I want to talk about my breakdown, my damage breakdown, and we can see actually something very interesting. So if you would compare like a 5-6 minutes fights like Guardian, and you compare this fight that we opened, it's like the snake box. It should be the 6th boss if I'm not mistaken. 1 second. It's this boss. It showed it as a cool, but it's this boss basically. It's like a snake box. I mean pretty patchwork fight, like pretty standard. So what we can look actually from this, look at the amount of Power Blast I was casting. I casted almost 140 Power Blast. I casted 78 Fire Blast. I casted 23 Phoenix Flames, and I casted only 30 Fireballs. How is it possible that I casted 140 Power Blast and only 30 Fireballs? Like, this is because of the 40s. I was generating so many globals and I was dumping so many globals doing Combustion that you are barely sitting on idle. Look at my Combustion, the uptime. I had 42% uptime on Combustion on a 6 minutes fight. So basically it means that I was like almost 3 minutes I was doing Combustion. Yeah, 2.5 minutes I was literally combusting, like half of the fight. And I was like with 200 ms. Yeah, I could probably optimize it a little bit better. If I was like on live service ping, I would probably can get like 55-60% uptime on Combust. This is absolutely massive. This is crazy. You literally half of your time you're combusting. You have no downtime. This is crazy. It's massive. I really hope that Blizzard are not gonna change it. So one last thing that I actually wanted to talk with you about is actually if we end up playing Ventir, as we probably would, we are most likely gonna need a macro to cancel stacks with Sunken Blessing. What I mean by that, because this with 4-piece, we are reaching max stacks of Sunken Blessing really fast, and we have like a lot of globals of Phoenix Flames and Fire Blast to dump into Combust. We don't want to waste Sunken Blessing because we reach it really early. So what it means that we halfway through our Combust, I will post the macro in the description below. Halfway through the Combust, we need to cancel Sunken Blessing. Pretty much after 4 globals, you will want to cancel Sunken Blessing, and then basically after your Combust will end, it will should like the Sunken Blessing Combust should line up perfectly after your normal Combust. We can try actually do it here. I think it's going to be pretty rough with a mess, but let's try to do it. Yeah, no promises. So let's do a full timer. Okay, blasting, combusting. I'm gonna do 2 globals, 3 globals. I cancel. Look how much I'm generating, yeah? It's crazy. 1 more global. Okay, perfect. You see? Lines up with SKB, perfect. I'll turn active SKB combust. Look how fast I'm generating. It's crazy. Crazy. look when I'm starting to execute. Like my SKB is ready again. Like basically every 6-7 globals you're combusting. This is crazy, guys. I don't think you understand. Like you're literally combusting all the time. I'm gonna do another 2 globals and I'm gonna send combustion. This is actually something I wanna show you right now. So 4 piece, I have my SKB ready, yeah, and I have combustion ready. I'm gonna activate combust and activate SKB. Boom, it's a 20 seconds combust. It's double dipping. Do you understand? The 4 piece and SKB are actually double dipping together. So it's fucking crazy, man. You can get like so many power blasts. My SKB is ready. Like it's actually pretty nuts. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they're not gonna change it. Fire looking pretty spicy, boys. That's all I can tell you for sure. We're in for a ride. If nothing will change, I would say you're pretty safe with playing fire. But that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to talk with you about today. If you have any questions, just write them down in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them. Smash the like, smash the subscribe button, turn on the bell, the notification, you know, all that good shit. And yeah, I see you around, boys. Peace.